Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is a balmy 74 degrees out here tonight at the Hog Pen at Oneburg Stadium. I am your play-by-play commentator, Alex Weston. With me in the booth is Rochelle Colston. Rochelle, always a pleasure to be with you here tonight. The River Hogs stand tonight tall, trying to get a second win on the board against the traveling Louisiana Revolution, who have also been struggling a bit this season. Rochelle, what do you think we are going to have to see from Pittsburgh to defend home turf?
I think we'll have to see more of a run game and try to just throw to other people besides Connor Weston.
Definitely a point to consider. Connor Weston leading the league in total receptions and yards in total, but this offense has struggled to move the football on the ground. Something to see is how Louisiana will actually stack up here. Their offense hasn't been burning the house down either. They've been averaging only 11.7 points per game.
And Eric Price and Tommy Utah need to limit their interceptions tonight, I think, for either team to have a chance at winning.
Definitely so, and don't go anywhere, folks. Get your drink, get your popcorn. We are underway. Louisiana will have the ball first. Pittsburgh doesn't kick the ball very deep on this one, so Louisiana will have a great starting position on the 37. And let's go ahead and introduce this offense to you. Under center, we have Tommy Utah. Halfbacks are Dwayne Salmons and Chris Barrett Jr. Double fullback action with Cameron Collier and Noah Scott. Receiver room is filled with talent. Ziggy Chronic, Adam Banks, Kingston Ellington, and Mike Twinscrew. Hand off to the right side. In that case, Salmons gets hung up on the tackle, goes nowhere. Tackled at the line scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Introduction to the rest of this offense, though. Levy Lease is tight end, along with John Michael Sudduth and Tyler Gregory. Offensive line is Sergei Katzlov, Cole Katz, Odette Boudreau, Ross Napoli, and Ray Lafayette. Receiver in motion, that's Ziggy going from left to right. Utah back to pass, has time, rolls to his left, Thryers deep, finds his man! Big throw, first down, and Kingston Ellington snags that one.
A great job by Louisiana O-line, giving Utah plenty of time to throw the ball. He was being very patient. He found his receiver basically in the middle of the field wide open.
One thing we can say about this River Hogs defense is that they are a little bit thin. We can introduce them now. Defensive tackles are Butch Menner and Bubba Bruiser. Linebackers Gino McFly and Dimitri Monzuma. Corners are Cody Griffith, Adam Nold, Tom Krieg, and the safeties are Corey Menner and Kane Vasquez.
Well, so far, Louisiana's moving the ball down the field pretty well.
With ease, in fact. This unit is showing a lot of poise and a lot of collection. They have a clear game plan, and so far, it's going off without a hitch. Pittsburgh's got to introduce some difficulty here. 2nd and inches. Lots of hands on the ground here. Heavy set option. That'll be a fullback handoff, and he will get across there. Cameron Collier picks up first down for the Revolution.
Yeah, this team is definitely built to run the ball. They have 3 tight ends. They have 2 fullbacks. And when they establish a run game and get Pittsburgh on their heels, they have a really good shot at winning this game.
Averaging 110 rushing yards per game so far this season. Good for 11th in the league. Utah passes out to the left side, finds his target, and that's the second completion. Banks with the reception, gets taken. Looks like he does get brought down in field of play. 2nd and 3.
Wow, and Utah starting off the game 2 for 2.
Solid rhythm, something you love to see as a quarterback finding his rhythm early. Levy Lease in motion here. I formation. One receiver to the right side, and it'll be a toss left side. Goes nowhere, swallowed up in the backfield. What an incredible response by Kane Vasquez, coming down to swallow that one up in the backfield. Former V8 on that one, showing off.
Yeah, coming from a strong safety spot, making a big play here, backing up Louisiana at 3rd and 5.
Bunch formation, single back, 3rd and 5. Utah looking, has time. Thryers looks deep, finds his target over the center, And that's a one-handed catch from Mike Twinscrew. That's a Retroid nice hands catch of the game. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. I know it's early, but that was so clean.
Yeah, beautiful catch. I mean, the O-line from Louisiana is giving time in Utah. He could have to take a nap back there. He's gotten so much time to throw the ball.
And he has even more time. Fires to his left. Does hit Michael Sudduth, but it looks like Sudduth might have lost a yard on that one. Second and goal. Pittsburgh stiffening up here a little bit in the short field protection.
And they can get Louisiana just set up for 3. It'd be a big win here for the defense.
Absolutely, it would be. I formation with 2 receivers, 1 tight end, hand on the ground. Devin Lloyd going in motion. Pittsburgh showing man coverage. Play clock winding down. It's a toss to the left side and a broken tackle. 3 yards gained, and it's gained the hard way.
Once again, Cain Vasquez come up with a big tackle to prevent that touchdown.
Dwayne Salmons is struggling to find open lanes except for the one real run that he's had so far today. 3rd and goal from about the 4.5. 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield to the left side. Utah, delayed handoff. Going up the middle, finds space. Chris Grant Jr. doesn't find the end zone, but maybe could have gotten in there if he broke a tackle or 2, but this will mean that Louisiana will almost certainly settle for the field goal. They send out Otis Boudreaux.
And that time he found Corey Minner and Cain Vasquez waiting for him. Great goal line stop there by the Pittsburgh defense.
And the Revolution take the lead on the road. Pittsburgh's faithful are going to need to get behind their offense and light a spark for these guys, because this is also another offense that has struggled to put points on the board. Louisiana is 24th overall, but Pittsburgh's not far behind at 22nd, only 14.3 points per game. Kick is up. It will be returnable. Coming up the middle, not able to break a tackle there, out to the 27, so decent starting field position. Good work there by Devin Lloyd, the starting wide receiver. Let's go through this Pittsburgh offense. Quarterbacks Eric Price and Michael Brown. Halfbacks are Mike Churchill, BB Belitz, and the fullback Cooper Allen. Receivers Devin Lloyd, as I've mentioned, as well as Ben Harrison and Connor Weston, the league leader in receptions and yards. Tight end is Keith Wheeler. Offensive line is Rachel Menner, Bruce White, and Taylor Menner. Delayed handoff, Brown back to pass, gets hit as he tries to throw the football, can't hit the open target.
Yeah, I mean, Eric Price needs to settle down in the pocket and not rush his throws. Louisiana needs to bring more pressure.
Louisiana effectively bringing the pressure on that one. Now it looks like a strong eye formation with the tight end, 2 receivers out there. Back to passes, Brown. Pressure coming, gets hit again as he throws. Excellent work by this Louisiana defense. Let's introduce them before they get to go off the field. Defensive line is Brian Craven and Gary Burney, as well as the tackle Chance Wall. Linebackers are Tommy Wellbrock Bussey, Chuck Diesel, Gary Clem, Blake B. Crazy, Slyn Shady, and the secondary is cornerbacks Evan Arthur, Rollerman Hood, and the safeties Nathan Blake, Dante Grimm, and Tank Bennett. 3rd and 10, empty set. Brown back to pass. The former Desperado gets the pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Gary Burney was loose and could have maybe picked that one off, but he was there to deny any action. 4th and 10.
A defensive back, not known for their hands. He just caused chaos there.
And Michael Brown, the season 22 All-Star who had a magical connection with Gabriel Manning last season, this time is getting hit in the backfield a couple of times, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Pittsburgh offense. Fair catch called for the gunner right in his face. Smart call by Mike Twinscrew.
Yeah, Pittsburgh came on the offense and they got a 3 and out. They have to have extended drives if they have any chance of winning this game.
No doubt about that. Louisiana will take over. Let's see what their offense can do this time. Looks like a bunch set single back. Pittsburgh responding with a dime. 1st and 10. Utah throws to his right side. Finds his man. Going up the side is Twinscrew. Picks up about 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
And that time, Louisiana's just skipping with the defense, taking what the defense gave them that time. A little quick run. Nice pickup after the catch.
And gaining 8 yards on first down just makes everything so much easier and opens up the playbook. Looks like they're going to go with lots of hands on the ground. 4-3 from Pittsburgh in response. Tight end in motion. Going from the lines out, just playing his wide receiver. But it's a handoff up the middle. First down to Chiefs. 1 spin move, 2 spin moves. No more than that, though. First down for Dwayne Salmons.
And Dwayne Salmons is out there doing his job. You need 2 yards. They give you 3. Give you 4, actually. Nice pickup.
Averaging 3 yards per carry after that. Perfectly respectable. Utah with the empty backfield. Fires over the middle. Finds his target. Ziggy Chronic with his first target. Gets the catch there. Gets hit. He knew it was coming. But does what you need to do and brings that one into his chest.
I like the game plan so far. Just a little pitch and catch. Really quick, quick passes. Finding your receivers. Very, composed in the pocket is Utah.
Jumbo set, handoff to the fullback, and that's an easy first down conversion there for Collier. No doubt about it.
And when you have all these backs in the backfield, you never know who you're going to get.
So many options. You got too many options, as it might say. 3 wide receivers, single back. Utah, delayed handoff up the middle. Broken tackle. Brought down after about 6 yards, and that's just extra effort there from Dwayne Salmons.
Yeah, nice. It's first, second and very, very manageable here. I keep with their run game.
Keep running it like this, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Make them actually make some stops for 2 yards or a yard. Instead, it's a bunch of tight ends tossed to the left side, and that's a spin move. That's a first down. Chris Grant Jr. with his biggest run of the day, and it's only his second touch, but he picks up, I think, about 6 or 7.
Yeah, this run game right now is really working for Louisiana. I wouldn't even throw another pass at this point.
Pittsburgh struggling for answers to the effectiveness of this run game so far. Louisiana more than happy to take advantage. Utah is 6 for 6, but the less they have to ask him to do, the safer their offense is. Handoff up the middle, but this time they finally able to get all the running lanes sealed up, and they managed to bring him down. Once again, Kane Vasquez with the tackle right at the LOS.
And that time he got caught up by his own blockers, I think, and the holes were filled immediately. No place to go.
Empty backfield on the 2nd and 10. Utah back to pass. Pressure coming. Fires over the middle. Finds his man, and that is a 1st and goal. John Michael Sutton with the massive catch.
And right now, Utah's doing a great job of using all his weapons. He's very composed, sees the pressure, doesn't panic, just sets his feet, makes a nice pass.
7-4-7 with 5 different targets so far. Every wide receiver has at least 1 catch. 3 receivers and the delayed handoff, though, makes it so easy for Dwayne Salmons. When the pass is this good, the play action becomes impossible to stop because you've got to respect Utah's arm.
I mean, 4 yards is not a bad pickup on first, especially when you're 1st and goal.
From the 5-yard line here, goal line formation from Pittsburgh. Jumbo I formation from Louisiana. Toss to the right side. And that time he gets planted at the line of scrimmage. Chris Grant Jr. had nowhere to go.
Yeah, number 56 was a big hit. 3rd and goal. Keeping to a field goal here would be another big win for the Pittsburgh defense. They're really tightening up in the red zone.
Dimitri Montezuma planting him into the ground as he tried to make a hurdle there. 3rd and goal. The home crowd is deafening. Utah looks, fires, finds the target, and that's a touchdown. Mike Twinscrew in the end zone.
Yeah, great play call by Louisiana. Quick pass. Found your man. Great play.
And Tommy Utah is 8 for 8 and now adds a touchdown to the mix. This offense seems to have the answer for everything that Pittsburgh is showing them, and the River Hogs are left reeling.
I mean, they're firing all cylinders on offense right now.
Extra point is up and good. Makes it a 2-possession game, an 11-play drive that takes 4:11 off the clock. And Louisiana is now pulling away, but in the first quarter hasn't even wrapped up yet. Pittsburgh needs to show us something, and soon. Kick is up, is returnable, and will be returned. Across the 20 to the 25. Breaks one tackle. Looking for the edge, but he does get brought down. They mark the forward progress for Devin Lloyd at the 30-yard line. And we will see what the Riverhogs have for their second drive out. Hopefully they can manage something more than a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, definitely. If not, the whole first quarter, Louisiana had the ball.
A mind-boggling 8 minutes and 48 seconds of time of possession for the Revolution.
Cool. Well, that was a great run right up the gut for a nice little pickup there for Biba Bullets.
The best offensive play of the game so far, and BB Blitz with coming straight up the middle and just an impressive showing there. Brown under center again, and this suddenly opens up the playbook. He hands it off again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Spin move from Churchill. Picks up 6, and the rushing attack, which we said was going to be a big question mark for the Riverhogs coming in to this, is suddenly how they are moving the football.
I like this. I mean, they can't be one-dimensional. You have to keep the defense honest. You have to run the ball. You have to establish the run game at some point.
Looks like a goal line I formation here, and it will be another run. BB Blitz hitting the hole as fast as he can, but can't get that much. 3rd and 2. And that will be the first quarter. Louisiana up by 2 scores, but Pittsburgh finally showing us some sign of life.
That was a quick first quarter.
And that's what happens when you have a total of 14 rushing plays from the offense that holds the ball the most. And by the way, they scored both times on both their drives. Now we've got some more rushing attack being shown from Pittsburgh, but that receiver is uncovered on the edge, it looks like. The cornerback's playing way off. Brown does have the delayed handoff. The Blitz, who gets swallowed up in the backfield, does not get anywhere, and that's a huge hit from Gary Clem.
Louisiana defense is tightening up and forcing another punt from Pittsburgh at this.
At a certain point, you said earlier that you can't get too predictable, and at that point, Pittsburgh got a little too predictable. Both of these drives, they have either run the ball or passed the ball only. They have not mixed both in. Punt return attempt there, it only gets a few yards, but it will be a few yards and not nothing. A little bit of extra effort there, but it only gets them about 3. Louisiana's 17 is where it'll take over.
Oof. Nice special teams play by Pittsburgh there, for sure.
Great job flowing to the ball there because Twin Screw was looking for an angle to try and find a seam up there. Utah getting back under center with Bunch to his right. Single back. He has been lethal out of this so far. Pressure looks to be coming. Hand off to the right side, and that'll be about 5 yards on that one. Dwayne Salmons, steady diet of him because there has been no real response from Pittsburgh on how to actually stop this. They haven't shown us anything in that way so far.
I mean, you get 3.2, 3.7 yards per carry. Basically, you get a first down if you run the ball 3 times.
And the handoff to the fullback, finally not getting a huge gain there. Only a couple from the fullback dive up the middle. Great tackle by Dimitri Montezuma, who has already been in key positions a couple of times.
Yep, great job by Montezuma there. He's all over the field right now.
Lots of hands on the ground for Louisiana. Looks like a run, and it will be another fullback dive. Gets met in the backfield and goes nowhere. That will be a fourth down. Geno McFly makes the TFL.
So finally, Pittsburgh finds an answer for Louisiana's run game. Force a 3 and out.
Only took them 2 drives to do it, but better late than never. Kick is up. And that one will be returned. Some room to run. Devin Lloyd breaks 1 tackle, looking for more, and gets all the way to midfield. Great punt return.
It actually was a great punt, just a better return.
No doubt about that. But now we'll see what Michael Brown and the Riverhogs do, given this position they find themselves in. Midfield. This is great. This is great field position, but they do not have a star kicker. Alex Vinatieri is their man off the street, if you will. He's gonna get you from about 20 yards, but not from 30 or more. I formation. Brown passes, hits his target over the middle, has to do a quick route there, and that was dangerous but the heat was coming.
Keith play by the quarterback is better than throwing an interception. 6 yards on first down is not a bad pickup.
Takes what he can get, and Keith Wheeler gets him 6. It's much better than the alternative. Looks like lots of hands on the ground. A strong I formation. 4-3 from Louisiana, who's bringing the pressure. Run up the right side. Ooh. And that's a broken tackle. Nope. They do bring down BB Blitz, but not before he gets the first and then.
Great run. I mean, great hold by the O-line. Right up the gut.
Felt like good effort from the O-line to manage their releases, allow the defensive line to actually manage to get some penetration, but only when it didn't open the lanes that BB needed. Great work by the Riverhogs front 5. Let's see if they can do some more. Split backs, 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Round back to pass. Oh no! He misses the wide open Mike Churchill in the flat. He just led him too much, and Churchill did a little pirouette and fell to the turf there.
If he'd have caught that pass, he had a lot of space in front of him.
Could have
had defenders around him.
Could have at least gotten about 5 yards there. The former Scorpion has a big missed opportunity here. Now it's going to be a spread split backs. 3 wide receivers out there. Brown back to pass again. Pressure coming. Finds the flat. Once again, Cooper Allen this time, who gets the first down.
Wow. What a great use of your fullback. I mean, he just caught the ball and exploded and just picked up, lots of yardage after the catch.
And she manages to catch that one in the flat, pick up the first down, and put them in the red zone. Big opportunity for the Riverhogs here. If they can avoid a turnover, avoiding any jinxes from me, they have a great chance to put points on the board. Split backs with 3 wide receivers again. Looking to the left side, finds a target, and that's a completion. Connor Weston there gets 5 yards. Could have had more if he just went down from the point of progress, but at the very least, he brings that one in and gets some yards from the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5.
In this time, they've only had 1 run play, but at least they're mixing it up a little bit.
Lots of hands on the ground here. Split backs, but everyone else is looking to block. Jumbo formation, both sides. BB Bullets finds room and finds a first down. How did he do it?
Louisiana had just about everybody on their team on the line that time, and somehow they find a hole and breaks through.
The house was coming, but he sidesteps them all because it looked like maybe he went through the A gap there, and everyone was looking B or C gap. Louisiana repositioning, looking to sag a little bit off. Jumbo formation here, though. Split backs. Brown is looking to pass. Throws left side. Almost intercepted. There was a Revolution player there. Roll him in. Hood nearly picked that one off.
Yeah, Rolliman, who was in great position, had his both hands on the ball, just couldn't come up with the interception. Michael Brown needs to be very, very careful here.
It's a short field. It's easier for them to defend a pass. It's easier for them to defend everything. But Brown is passing again. Throws left side again. Finds the open man in the end zone. Touchdown, Riverhogs. Connor Weston.
Yep, and Michael Brown's favorite target, Connor Weston, found himself at the back of the end zone all by himself in a perfect throw, and touchdown, Pittsburgh.
and he looks to the deep part of the end zone. He leads Connor when he sees that the coverage isn't actually back there, floats that one over the zone, and that one brings this one to now only a 3-point game. Phew! I was getting a little worried there, but the Riverhogs making a statement. 8-play drive, 50 yards, only 2:33 off the clock. Overall, very efficient and some impressive runs on that drive. I was not expecting BB Blitz to show out like that.
I mean, look, Jack Stata has this game at 31.5 for the over. We're halfway there.
And that's the right side. Big return here, looking for the edge, and that's almost to midfield. Mike Twinscrew saying, anything you can do, I can do better. What a return there for the special teams unit.
I mean, look at the blocking Louisiana had for him this time. I mean, wow. Broke a tackle there, but the rest of them he just did on his own.
Now Louisiana taking over, 5:30 left on the clock, and they have been finally stymied. They have been proven mortal, so we'll see if Pittsburgh can do it again. Home crowd on their feet, single back spread formation for Louisiana with 3 receivers. Toss to the left side, plenty of room for Sammons, puts a little shimmy in there and freezes the linebacker, Gino McFly, in his place. Safety has to come down and clean that one up. 2nd and 1, 9-yard run, making it look so easy.
Yeah, great little move there. Just caught the defense really off guard.
Making McFly look like a deer in headlights on that one. 2nd and 1, I formation. Lots of hands on the ground, toss to the right. There's plenty of space, spin move for the... But that doesn't get you any extra, but who cares? Christian Jr. picked up the first down and then some.
Yeah, I mean, Louisiana has backs galore back there. You never know who you're going to see. And they're all, they can all be very effective.
They still haven't given any carries to Noah Scott. They have options on options, and they have fresh legs for days. And there's another handoff to Sammons. Breaks one tackle, rumbles into the next man, and gets some extra yards there. Tom Krieg getting rolled over. Not bowled over, but rolled over. 2nd and 5.
Louisiana's back to doing what they do, putting the ball on the ground and making it effective.
Clock ticking down, but they're maybe moving down the field a little faster than they'd like. Jumbo I, single receiver to left side, toss play to the left. Plenty of space for Chris Grant, who looks to the edge, doesn't get there though. Extra effort and a chase down from 51, who does actually run him down. Christian Ferrier makes sure that only goes for 2 yards.
Yeah, great pursuit by the defense, just watching the ball, watching the player and tracking him down.
3rd and 3. Strong eye. Only 1 receiver. 4-3 from Pittsburgh. Fullback handoff detected. 4th and inches. McFly in space wins the Oklahoma drill. Will Louisiana go for it or will they kick?
I think they might challenge. I thought he had it.
Oh, you're right. The flag hits the ground. Brian Craven not liking what he sees. And now, let's take a retroactive look at this play. Get your console to play on SFL on the go at goretroid.com. And looks like he's totally got it based on where the ball is and where he goes. That yellow line is just a simulation, but the pylon made it look easy. Overturned. The Revolution will not be charged a timeout. They will get the first down. And what looked to be an outstanding extra effort by the Riverhogs instead goes the other way.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I thought he got on the, in real time. So
these kind of bang plays are tough to call, but that's why they give us the challenges. Nickel formation against 3 wide receivers and a single back. Utah with the delayed handoff to Sammons up the middle, who gets 4 yards, and the clock continues to tick. Louisiana is determined to not give the Riverhogs any time to work with.
I mean, it's pretty rough sledding there for, time and possession. Louisiana's definitely winning that department tonight.
Jumbo I with single receiver to left side. Looks like they're sending Tyler Gregory in motion from the left side to the right side of the formation. 8 in the box for the River Hogs, who send the house, and that's incomplete over the middle. That could have gone either way. There was a tight end there, yes, but there was also a River Hog lurking. Corey Menner wanted that one.
Yeah, and these safeties are, playing havoc back there in the backfield.
You hate to say that you need them, but you love it when they can save your bacon. It's what they're for, the safeties. Utah looking, has time, heat coming, throws to the side, finds a target in space, and the zone coverage couldn't cover forever, and the pressure could not get in home in time. Twin Screw finds the daylight.
Good job by Twin Screw. I mean, he was backing up and backing up and backing up. I mean, this, short pass, a very long one.
He starts on the left side of the formation, runs like about 3 yards straight, and then goes on a slant route from left to right, goes all the way across the length of the field practically before Utah finally hits him. First and goal from the 3. I formation, now strong I. 1 receiver, goal line from Pittsburgh. And it's a toss to the right side for Salmons, who does move the shimmy and gets the end zone. Touchdown, Revolution.
Great blocking by Louisiana, freeing up Salmons, but to the outside, basically untouched.
And it's one of those things that kind of feels inevitable. It isn't truly inevitable. Anything is possible. But again, this roster is outfitted to do exactly this. In a goal line set, they have 5 receivers, 3 tight ends, and they have 2 fullbacks to pick between, 2 halfbacks to pick between, and they're happy to just run right at you as many times as it takes. Back to a 10-point game for the Revolution. Pittsburgh's going to have about 2 minutes on the clock to try and answer before we go to halftime.
Pittsburgh, is definitely built for this 2-minute drill. I mean, they like to throw the ball. We've seen that. See what they come out here with.
Big moment here for Mike Brown and the River Hogs offense. Kick is away and deep. I don't think that one's coming out. Nope, it will not. The touchback, and that will start on the 20. I think that's the right call from Ben Harrison.
Definitely, and that was deep in the end zone. You may have not gotten back to the 20-yard line if you returned it.
It's 2:16 on the clock. Brown under center, I formation, 2 receivers to his right. Lots of hands on the ground for Louisiana. They're stacking the box and sending the house. It's a run left side. Blitz breaks 1 tackle but can't get another one loose. If he was, maybe he gets 10. But as it stands, he gets 3, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. No way they get a playoff here, right? And that will be the 2-minute warning. 10-point game so far, but the Yins are still holding strong, determined to give it their all. Quick note about the SFL convention. It is headed to Baltimore next year for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season from July 10th to the 14th. Join the SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Run play there keeps the clock ticking. 3rd and 6. 3 wide receivers set with split backs. Utah under center against a nickel front from Louisiana. Utah back to pass. Pressure is stymied. Broken tackle from Devin Lloyd. Throws a stiff arm but can't do any more than that. Gets wrapped up. 4th and 1. Extra effort, still can't make it happen, but what a play.
Hey, Louisiana, you're forcing them to punt here again. You still have a minute left on the clock on all 3 timeouts. Let's see if Louisiana can come down and score again.
Possible fake punt here from 4th and 1. Blitz is there. Could take the snap off the center. Clock winding down, though.
That's smart by Pittsburgh. Give Louisiana very little time.
Don't give them any chance. And it will be a punt, and it is away up And the Gunners are there. Fair catch called for. Whether you're looking for the most up-to-date... Sorry about that, Rochelle. Whether you're looking for the most up-to-date information on news and happening in the Burgh, go to One Burgh, Pittsburgh's largest social media network. Tune in on One Burgh's Facebook and YouTube pages and check out the new series, The Incline Show. Single back, 3 receivers. Utah back to pass. Fires left side. Almost intercepted. Geno McFly was lurking and wanted that one. Just bounced off the gloves. If he snags that one, maybe that's a pick 6. But as it stands, 2nd and 10. Empty backfield for Utah. Sends one in motion from right to left. That's twin screw. Utah has time, but the pressure's coming. Fires the right side, finds in the space Adam Banks, and the Revolution call their first timeout.
I think Louisiana's keeping their foot on the gas pedal here. They want more points before halftime. I'm surprised.
Not satisfied with what they have. Honestly, I respect it. The Riverhogs have shown some flashes of danger here and there. You can't count it out, especially when you can't count them out, especially when they are at home. Utah looking to pass again. Throws to left side, incomplete.
Ooh, flag.
Laundry. Is this DPI? It will be DPI. They're going to call that Cody Griffin obstructed the receiver on the route, and it looks like he was there and definitely did alter the route past that 5 yards.
And they're just about in field goal range for Otis Boudreaux. They are in field goal range for Otis Boudreaux.
Once again, Utah under center. 3 receivers and timeouts. Fires middle. Finds a tight end up the middle. No, that's Adam Banks in the slot who gets the touchdown.
Wow. I mean, just talk about a perfect route. You just get behind your defender, and Utah makes the most beautiful pass I've ever seen, right to his receiver, waltzes into the end zone right before halftime. 30 seconds, Louisiana scores.
And that's an utter heartbreaker, too, because Corey Menner was right there and was trying to pick that one off. The former Predator does not manage to get to the ball on that one, overplays it by a hair, and because he overplays it, that seam route is completely uncovered after Adam Banks.
Oh.
So now with only 32 seconds left on the clock, Pittsburgh has one more opportunity. They do have 3 timeouts, but so little time means that unless we see an incredible return here, that's going to likely just be the half. But it will be a return. 1 broken tackle. Decent field position here. I like what I saw from Ben Harrison on that one. 36 starting field position isn't horrible. A bomb or 2 from Mike Brown could do it. Could make a world of difference here.
They still have all their 3 timeouts to use too if they have to.
And I think they will have to. 26 seconds left. Every tick of the clock will count. Mike Brown with split backs. 3 receivers. He will pass. Throw to his left side. Intercepted.
Oh, no.
Working there is the Revolution, and that's open field. He will get to the 5. Almost a touchdown, but denied. A touchdown-saving tackle, but at what cost?
I mean, if you're Pittsburgh, I mean, luck is just not on your side. Bad decision by Michael Brown. Threw it right to the defender, and I mean, just prevented the pick 6.
From bad to worse, Dante Grimm was lurking. The free safety is more than happy to grab that one. The only thing that he wishes he could take from that one is just to put a little more speed to punch that one in. Instead, it's on the 2-yard line. 19 seconds left. I formation. Utah will throw and will get sacked. A timeout is called for, although I kind of wonder why.
I mean, if you're Louisiana, they want a touchdown here. They want more points before halftime, and I'm surprised they didn't put the ball on the ground. They've had so much success on the ground.
That's the thing I'm most surprised by, if I'm honest, Rochelle. That's the part that's really... Why did they run? They were on the 2. Why didn't they just hand it off? Banks in motion from left to right, masquerading as a tight end. So it's 4 receivers despite showing 1 tight end. Utah throws to the right, gets intercepted in the end zone, and the Riverhawks say, nope, no more. You may not run up the score that much. It will stay a 3-possession game, 8 seconds left on the clock, and the Riverhawks will take over from their own 20.
Tom Creed coming up huge there, being smart, kneeling the ball in the end zone. I'm not sure why they decided to go to the air. I guess the clock management, maybe. I don't know. But I think Pittsburgh's luck may have changed just a little bit right here.
And honestly, though, I don't hate it because did this really hurt the Revolution's chance of winning? Doesn't feel like it. You can, if the Riverhogs go on a miracle run, then you can come back to this and say, yeah, they should have opened it up to a 4-score differential. But this lead isn't bad. 17's perfectly respectable going into halftime. Let's run it up, and that will take us to the half. Louisiana with a firm lead, 24 to Pittsburgh 7. Michelle, what have we seen so far?
We've seen lots of Louisiana's offense. I mean, they've had time possession control most of this first half. Pittsburgh's got to regroup, come out, and actually, run extended drives. They need more time on the field. You can't screw up your offenses off the field.
And what do you think has been more impressive for you overall? You think you're more impressed by Tommy Utah's show through the air, or is it this dominant run game that has you most wowed?
I mean, Tommy Utah's having a great day. He's 11 for 14, 158 yards. I mean, your rushing game so far, you have, 50, 70, about 80 yards on the ground so far in the first half, using all your backs. I mean, they've used all their weapons. Louisiana's just trying to get the ball to everybody they can on the field.
No other way about it. They're using everything they've got available to them, but let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. After a quick touchback in the end zone, Pittsburgh will take over once again at their own 20, and look at the differential in the offensive stats.
I mean, Louisiana has 12 first downs gained.
Brown under center, tight I formation, but he will throw to the right side. Finds a receiver. One broken tackle. He's away in space. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. One man to beat. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The first play of the second half goes to the house.
I was just going to say, I mean, Pittsburgh needs to come out and put points on the board and do it in a hurry. And you can't do it much faster than this. First play of the possession. Nice pass to his favorite receiver. Once Weston catches that, you're not catching him. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Connor Weston, have yourself a day. He had one real moment earlier in the game that we could point to, but suddenly, an instantaneous 80-yard strike. And with that, the lead is cut to 10 in the blink of an eye. One play, 80 yards, 12 seconds. Blink and you miss it.
Now Pittsburgh defense needs to come out here and get a quick stop, get their Louisiana's offense off the field, give their offense a chance.
It will be returned by Hronic, who will go up the middle, takes it to the 30-yard line before he gets brought down to the ground. And Louisiana has the opportunity to respond. I imagine the coaches were very happy in what they had to say in the halftime talk. The Riverhogs have clearly made some adjustments. Let's see what the Revs do to respond. Single back, 3 wide receivers. Once again, Adam Banks is hiding at the tight end spot. He's done that a few times today. Something to watch. Hronic in motion. It'll be a handoff to left side. Sammons breaks 1 tackle, gets swallowed up by the safety, but the fact that he broke 1 tackle means that was 3 yards instead of 1.
Louisiana's going back to that run game they love so much.
And with an average of 3.7 yards per carry, why wouldn't you? Hasn't been broken. I formation. Double tight ends, 1 receiver, toss left side. Grant Jr. in space, but doesn't get any real space. Gets swallowed up after only a yard.
And now you're going to force Utah to throw. You need to be careful.
Utah so far, 11.
Pittsburgh's not really bringing a whole lot of pressure, so.
You're so right about that. Utah has had all day to throw tonight. 11 of 14, only 1 interception. Bunch to his left. He will throw. And oh no, he's going to scramble. And he's going to get lit up before he can make the line of scrimmage cross. Tom Krieg says, no, sir.
And give credit to number 23, DeJuan Summons. He put a block on that defender to actually get Tommy Utah loose just a couple inches short there.
They tried so hard to give Utah what he was looking for, and Utah, unfortunately, just a little too slow there. Punt is up, but it's very returnable. Broken tackle, absolutely banished to the Shadow Realm. Devin Lloyd. I don't care. What was that?
Call. Clipping, this is coming back.
Oh, that shouldn't even be allowed. When we see something cool like that, the flag should just come off the field. Home crowd hates that one, but it is an accurate call. The Riverhogs now operating from their own 15 instead of what looked to be maybe about the 25. But after that last play, that 1-play drive, I believe anything is possible. Brown under center with 3 receivers, split backs. Hand off to the left side, but that one's getting eaten up in the backfield. Nowhere to go, no way to run away from Mike Churchill, who gets met before he even gets to the line and has to fight to get back to it.
Big number 99, Chance Wall, coming up as a big buddy with the stop.
Wall, the former All-Star, but on this one, coming off the edge, Gary Birney lights up Brown in the backfield. Now it's 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, but you're almost back in your own end zone trying to.
2 incredible plays back-to-back from the Louisiana front 4, who single-handedly have made this drive a nightmare. Michael Brown has to pull a rabbit out of his hat. From the 8-yard line, throwing, finds Connor Weston, but it's not enough. 10 yards is far too little.
I just held my breath and prayed it wasn't an interception because that would have been very, very dangerous.
It's so true. When you're backed up this far, it's hard to feel any kind of security, but Connor Weston on that catch does hit the century mark for receiving yards today. Hats off there. We'll expect some more going his way, I'm sure. Punt is up. Louisiana almost getting the block there. The Gunners are there. Fair catch is called for. After that drive ends, let's ask a simple question to the audience in this chat. How many likes do we have on this video so far? It doesn't matter. It's not enough. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you've got notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action to help the channel grow through your support. Utah under center with 3 receivers, I formation. It'll be a toss to the right side for Sammons, who breaks 1 tackle in the backfield and gets 5 yards when he should have lost 3.
Yeah, great He just didn't give up on that run. He just kept pushing forward, moving his legs, and picks up 5, which should have been, a TFL.
15 carries so far tonight, and he's still looking fresh. I formation carry up the middle for Grant Jr., who picks up 5, maybe 6. And that's just an outstanding job blocking. The River Hogs are not adjusting to this run attack.
And Louisiana's going to keep, running the ball down your throat, basically, until you can stop them. And as long as they do that, they're just, the clock's just ticking away.
Utah with the play action. Salmons does get some yards, but he finally gets swallowed up here. An extra effort by the River Hogs to commit to the run finally pays off, but they are just so talented in that backfield that they're able to make something out of nothing, play after play. Lots of hands on the ground against a 4-3. It's a handoff up the middle, and that's a 5-yard gain for Grant Jr. He does get hit by the linebacker, but 3rd and 2 is so much more manageable.
I think it's Cameron Collier time. You need 2 yards. You put your big fullback in. Let's see what they do here.
4-4-7 on 3rd down is the Louisiana offense. Single back with 3 receivers. It's a handoff to the left side. Salmons breaks 1 tackle, but can't break McFly. McFly breaks him instead. 4th and 2.
Wow, so I was surprised to see Salmons back there and not Collier, but we have a 50-yard attempt, for a field goal here.
A long one. It is up. Bending to the left, and that is through. An outstanding kick changes it to a 13-point lead. 6-play, 21-yard drive still ends in points because, oh, mama, look at that leg.
Yeah, Otis Pudra is a veteran. He's been in the league a long time. He's, only 7 for 9 for the season. Like 8 for 9 now. 8 for 10. And his long's been 49, so he just needs 1 point past his long for the season.
7-year veteran with this squad, 9 years in the league. He's been an all-star twice. He's a special teams player of the year back in season 17. An impressive resume to be sure, and he shows you why they count on him from that kind of distance. Pittsburgh will take over on the 20. Brown under center with split backs, 2 receivers this time with a tight end. Lots of Revolution players in the box. Tight end in motion. Revolution showing man. It's a handoff up the middle.
Ooh.
Blitz gets hit in the Oklahoma drill, gets 2 yards and nothing more.
Great job by the defense recognizing the run and filling all those holes, making a big hit on Blitz at the end of that play.
And Blitz has had a few times where he's shimmied out of that, or he's been able to break a tackle like that. Nowhere to go that time. Extra effort is great. Brown passes right side, finds his man, and that's an easy 1st down for the River Hogs, as Devin Lloyd is left on an island practically. The corner just sagging off of him.
Michael Brown ran a great route. Michael Brown threw the perfect pass, leading his receiver forward, and just a great play altogether.
And honestly, I love how he waited for the cornerback, Evan Arthur, on that one to turn his hips and start facing the other way and tracking back upfield so he didn't get burned before he threw that one. Perfect timing. Handoff up the middle, but Blitz goes nowhere. Tackled for a loss. The line swarms and denies any avenues of attack.
Well, Louisiana keeps bringing the pressure. So, there's plenty of people, around the box.
And with that many white jerseys stuff in the box, it's hard to move. It's hard to move the line. 2nd and 12 now. Weston in motion. 3 receivers with split backs. Weston operating out of the slot. Brown back to pass. With time, fires to the flat, hits. Looks like he hit Blitz. Nope, that wasn't Blitz. That was Churchill in space, who gets an impressive 8 yards. 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and forever.
3rd and 4 is very, very manageable. Your playbook's open. You can either, throw a pass here. You can run the ball here.
I don't know about run the football. Not with how they've been running so far, but it's technically on the table. Split back formation with tight ends. It will be a pass. Brown gets eaten up. There was an unblocked rusher coming off the strong side. No one was there to save him from the heat. Slyn Shady, please stand up.
Yeah, Sutton Shea, like I say, he's a vet. He's been in this league forever. Very good linebacker. Just no one guarded him. Basically, he just broke free.
Some creative blitz packages and formations being set up by the Revolution in this one. Looked like Slynn was masking like he was going to be dropping back into coverage, which is why he was unblocked. Swinstrew does try to return that one, but gets nowhere. Louisiana taking over on the 26-yard line. They have a 13-point lead. Feels like they're about to start running the football again.
Yeah, I mean, Louisiana's going to come out here and start running the clock down again. They're very good at this. They've been doing it all night.
Strong eye formation, but three receivers, forcing them to respect Utah's arm. Nickel formation, but it's a run up the middle. Salmons gets eaten up alive in the Oklahoma space by Geno McFly. Riverhogs make a statement on first down. Do it again.
Yeah, Geno McFly has 11 tackles, 1 TFL, and a pass deflection so far. He's having himself a great night.
On the field again in dime. Pass over the middle, but oh my goodness, Utah finds a target again. Adam Banks is a weapon that can line up at receiver. He can line up at tight end. He can do whatever you need him to do, but right now they just need him to keep catching those first downs.
I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't well defended. They had 3 receivers in the area. Just a perfect throw by Utah once again.
Having a night to remember is Utah. 3 receivers with strong eye formation. Handoff up the middle for Salmons, who finds space, but the safety comes down and makes sure he doesn't get any more than 2. Took a little too long to get out of the backfield that time.
Yeah, but Louisiana's just keeping the defense honest. Yeah, run the ball, open up your passing game.
Kane Vasquez and Corey Men are both with 7 tackles each. I formation, handoff up the middle for Chris Grant Jr., who gets swallowed, gets stuck on his own guard, tries to push the pile, but can't get anywhere. And so he will get swallowed up once again. The inside linebacker Christian Ferrier doing a respectable job tonight.
Good job by the D-line getting penetration, backing those guards up, getting the halfback stuck in the backfield.
5 receivers, empty backfield. 5 blitzers coming, left side, finds his man.
Ooh.
And that's 1 broken tackle, but not another. About the 35-yard line goes Kingston Ellington, the former Jacksonville King, with an impressive effort here, catching one that's below his knees.
I mean, look at Utah, 13 of 16 right now with a QBR of 130. 2 touchdowns, but that 1 interception in the end zone, which hasn't seemed to hurt them so far.
Tom Krieg is not a small man. He's 6'1", about 216 pounds, but he still gets made to look small there. Run to the left side for Salmons, who gets about 4, and that's it.
Yeah, but this third quarter is just slowly coming to an end.
Ticking away.
Yep, you're 13 points down. You have to do something if you're Pittsburgh.
Slowly but surely, grinding it into dust. Looks like a weak eye with jumbo set, fullback dive, and it goes for about 2. Collier gets eaten up, but I don't think that we're going to see another snap before this clock runs out.
I don't see why we would. I don't know. They get to the line pretty quick.
Yeah, they might want that action. Single back with 3 receivers, 1 tight end, but that's actually receiver 2. It's a delayed handoff. Salmons gets the first down and then some, and that will take us to the 4th quarter. Thanks everyone for being out here tonight as we are watching Louisiana up 27-14. But let's get this one over and get to Chris Curtis and get the league rights read.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Short field to work with, 1st and 10. Utah with 3 receivers and a single back. Handoff to the right side. Ooh. Salmons, it's a spin move, gets a first down with ease, and it doesn't even look difficult.
Now, between this, the delayed handoffs, little outside runs, Louisiana's, putting on a show with their run game tonight.
And it really has just been a statement of how they intend to operate, and everything for them has, for the most part, gone as planned. There have been a couple of breakaway plays where Pittsburgh's shown some flair and pizzazz, but for the most part, it's been all revs all the time. Utah with an empty backfield. Pressure coming from the River Hogs. Throws to his left, finds his man, almost in the end zone, but just shy is Kingston Ellington. First and goal, Revolution.
I thought he had that one.
It looked like he did. Let's see the replay. Will they throw a challenge flag? Doesn't look like it, but it's on maybe the half-yard line.
He played with a fingernail across that.
The width of a shoelace. First and goal. Fullback dive will do it. And that's a touchdown, Revolution. And after this extra point, that will extend their lead to 20, making it a 3-score ball game. And this just been an impressive show all night tonight.
Yeah, definitely by Louisiana. Their run game has been on point. On this last drive, they only threw the ball 3 times. So yeah, their run game's definitely on point tonight.
And you know, it's symptomatic. You can say Louisiana's 2-4. You just see that, you think they're not a strong team, but that's not necessarily the case. They are 5th in the SFL as far as strength of schedule goes. Their strength of defeat is 7th in the league. They have lost to teams that are a combined 19-9, so they're not losing to a bunch of losers, if you catch my drift. Their the team with the lowest record that they've actually lost to prior to this is the Bossier City Steamers at 3-3. Everyone else has a winning record and then some. You know, the River Hogs, well, they're 1-6, and the only team they've beat is also 1-6. Kick is up, and it will be returned by this time. Little duck of the head, but he's not going to get much further than the 27-yard line is where they're going to spot it. Respectable effort by Ben Harrison.
Nice return. I mean, anything past the 20 is a good return.
Real quick, one more thing to look at here is what Michael Brown is going to come out with. 1st and 10, but it's the fourth quarter and you're down by a bunch. It feels like it's got to be all Brown all the time. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, split backs. It's a handoff up the middle instead. Blitz breaks 1 tackle. Can't break another, but he does get some extra effort to make it a 2nd and 1, keeping the defense honest.
You definitely got to show some sense of urgency if you're Pittsburgh. I mean, you're down by a lot. You have like 8 minutes left to go in this game. You got to score, and you got to score fast.
Personally, I couldn't agree more. And it's not like Michael Brown has been having a bad day by any description. He's actually been 7 of 13, or excuse me, 8 of 14. Got a over about 150 yards, but this is why you don't want to run the football in these situations. Swallowed up in the backfield is Mike Churchill, 3rd and 5. And the clock continues to wind down.
Now you're forced to throw here if you're Michael Brown. Yeah, make a good one.
Bad blocking by the line on that play, maybe doing them a favor in the long term. They need to get going and get going now. 3rd and 5. Throwing to the flat, finds his target, and Cooper Allen does get the first down on that one.
Nice play calling. You needed 5 yards. You got 5 yards. Great play by the fullback.
And a little bit of lowering. He knows the hit is coming. He doesn't have any hesitation that it is coming. He knows what he's about. That neck roll gave him the energy he needed. Weak eye formation, 2 receivers, 1 tight end on the left side. Lots of revs in the box. Blitz coming. Blitz has nowhere to go, but breaks 1 tackle to get 2 yards from the line of scrimmage when it should have been none.
Great job by Blitz, just turning those legs, pushing forward.
But even so, the clock continues to wind down, and that is not Pittsburgh's friend. They need to get moving. They are on their own 40-yard line. 3 receivers, split backs. Brown will pass. They finally heard me yelling at them. Weston on the left side makes a completion. First down.
If you're Louisiana, you need to shut Weston down. You know, it's his favorite target. You need to just not give him an opening to throw to him.
5.
Great route.
For sure. 5 catches on 6 targets. Weston is the man to beat. It's very reminiscent of Brown's last year when he was throwing almost exclusively to Gabriel Manning, and it won Manning the MVP. Handoff up the middle to Blitz, who does not get anywhere as this defense comes crashing down.
I understand you're trying to run a balanced offense, but now is not the time.
Definitely not. Urgency is needed. 3 receivers again with split backs. They've been showing this formation a lot on this drive. Brown throws to the right side, finds in the flat Churchill, who gains about 6. Nice little spin move there by the second halfback.
Nice play call. It's a quick little route. Dump the ball off.
I formation, lots of hands on the ground. I think we're going to see some trench warfare. Hand off to Blitz, who does not. Oh, no, he does! The extra effort to throw his body weight to the left gets them the first down.
He made the defender for that one. He just kind of just shot right over him.
Now it's split backs. 1 tight end, 1 receiver, or 2 receivers.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but there's nowhere to go for Churchill, who gets absolutely eaten alive. 2nd and 14. Disaster.
That was a broken play from the get-go.
The Revolution just knew a run was coming. They didn't need to know where. They just knew they needed to follow the football, and they just made it too easy for him to get into the backfield.
Yeah, Chuck Diesel with great pursuit there.
2 receivers, split backs again. A favorite formation of the Riverhawks so far. Blitz shifting into a tailback position. Brown back to throw. Has time. Pump fakes, but didn't have that much time. Too much time taken. The tick-tock runs the clock, and Gary Burney flattens him.
Wow, it's going going from bad to worse now on this drive.
And Burney with the little swim move there. Stumbles, struggles, gets the extra effort, but all that pays off as he records the 2nd sack of the game. 3rd and forever. Put 3 guys on Connor Weston. Throwing up the middle, Weston alone. Breaks 1 tackle, but can't break another one. Gets laid out by the linebacker, but all the same, 4th and 7. It feels like they've got to go for it.
They definitely need to go for it here. And they will.
Empty backfield. Weapons spread out. Weston in the slot. Throwing left side. Bounces off the receiver's hands. No way to bring it in for Ben Harrison. Turnover on downs.
I have to look at this play again, but I think actually Weston was open.
Ooh, what a nightmare that would be if Weston's truly open. The film study for next week, for this off-season week, is going to be interesting. But let's just take a moment and recommend another sponsor of this home team. Check out the Yinsylvania.com for the largest collection of Western PA-based gear. Whether you're representing Brady's Bend, Squirrel Hill, or Mount Washington, wear your area with pride. T-shirt, mugs, and more can be found at Yinsylvania.com. I formation from Louisiana, who will toss the left side to Salmon, who gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. Only 1 yard gained. Extra effort there from Corey Menner, who has been flying everywhere.
Yeah, if Louisiana throws this ball in this possession, I'm going to lose it.
If Tommy Utah chooses to air it out, Rochelle will go nuts. You heard it here first, folks. Goal line formation from the Revs. 4-3 from Pittsburgh, who don't seem to catch on that it's going to be a run. They don't send the house, and there's no coverage up the middle. Only a few yards gained from Grant Jr., but the lack of response from Pittsburgh is troubling. 3rd and 4, and the clock is winding down.
I think at this point in this game, I'd have everybody in that box.
Right? At this point, what are you doing calling anything other than man or blitz? But at a certain point, I understand. Utah has been piecing you up all night. You don't want it to get any more out of hand. Play for some pride here. I formation again. Tight ends actually playing tight end this time instead of a wide receiver lurking in there. 4-3 from Pittsburgh. Play clock winding down to 0. Toss to the right side. Salmons tries to get around, but can't get anywhere extra. Gets lit up by Vasquez as he tries to scoot around the tackle.
Yeah, great job by Louisiana. You did what you're supposed to do. You went out there, you ran the ball, you didn't chance an interception, punt it deep, make Pittsburgh go, the 80 yards to score, and your defense has been playing well all night. You got nothing to lose here.
No doubt about it. They're going to send out Vida Lee and ask her to put one as far and as high as she can. Pittsburgh needs a miracle. A kick return would be a nice start. It will be returned.
Oh, nice.
Up the middle, but nowhere to go for Lloyd, who does get swallowed after he gets stuck on his own man.
Hopefully we see a sense of urgency from Pittsburgh on this drive.
With less than 4 minutes to go, I would think so. But let's just take a moment and say that tomorrow night you should join Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green for another edition of SFL This Week at 7:15 p.m. Eastern before a rematch of last season's thrilling overtime quarterfinal between the Minnesota Legend and Houston Headhunters on this week's Monday Night Spectacular. Kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern with the full Monday Night Spectacular crew right here on the SFL YouTube.
Should be a good one.
Empty backfield for Brown. Receivers everywhere. He will be back to pass and throws to his left. Finds one target, and they're going to do a hurry up.
Oh, I like this formation, though. It's, maybe a different play.
First completion is to
There
Devin Lloyd. Second one is to Weston. Brown working his way down the field, across midfield at this point on the 42. Hits over the middle again. This time a lot of in routes. Lloyd this time is Berg Tark. 2-minute warning is now.
Offense been all night long.
Well, we wanted a sense of urgency, and we're finally getting one. Let's see if they can score a touchdown. Another note about the upcoming Monday Night Spectacular, it will be NASA night in Houston, so if you're into Rockets like me, it's going to be a fun one. 4 receivers. Brown back to pass. Gets hit as he throws, but still caught. Lloyd not able to break that tackle, but the fact that he caught it at all was a minor miracle. Timeout, Riverhogs.
Great job by Michael Brown that time, just hanging and tough in that pocket and somehow making that throw. Very impressive.
Lloyd has been one of the more reliable hands outside of Connor Weston tonight. It's been great to see him involved in the action. Brown with 5 receivers again. Looking, throws to his left side, almost intercepted. Off the fingertips of the lurking safety. Dante Grimm wanted another one.
He wants that one back. He had both hands. I thought he had it.
Almost has his second interception on the night. Instead, he bobbles that one. Brown has another shot. 4 receivers and a tight end. Throws left side. Finds his man on the short in routes. It won't go for much, but Harrison will get some yardage. That's the second timeout for Pittsburgh.
Definitely, 4-down territory for Pittsburgh, so 5 yards is a pretty good pickup.
Inside the 15-yard line, it's going to get harder and harder to get these little short yardages as the field shrinks. Brown with 4 receivers again. Looking to throw. Fires, but it's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. The heat was coming, and Brian Craven was there.
Yeah, Brian Craven right in the gut, it looked like. He jumped up and he just threw the ball straight at him.
Craven on one side, Diesel on the other. No way out. At least he didn't take the sack. 4th and 5. 5 receivers. Last chance to score a touchdown. Brown looked to his left. And it's incomplete. Deflection and an absolutely monster hit laid down by Nathan Blake. Make sure that will be the game. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh had a promising little drive going there.
It's one of those things where you wonder if maybe they did some up-tempo stuff earlier in the game, tried to use a little bit of this passing attack, as Michael Brown did show us that he has what it takes. But only when they give him the chance to actually primarily throw it. Now after that kneel down, it'll be Pittsburgh's last timeout. Victory formation will basically end this game. I think that they will not have enough time to completely run out, but they'll take so much off this clock that we'll be seeing a handful of seconds whenever it finally comes time to punt. And what a performance tonight from the Revolution. I feel like this is this team's real identity. This is how they win football games. This is how they want to win football games and what they want to try and do to their opposition. Stifle what they're good at, make them get a little one-dimensional, and rely on a dominant rushing attack to control time of possession and grind your opponent to dust.
I agree. It's been mostly Louisiana on the field tonight. Time of possession has definitely been in Louisiana's favor.
That kneel down, 4th and 14, and there'll only be a handful of seconds left when the punt finally goes away. Some things that I'm scratching my head about is Chris Grant Jr. had 4 yards of carry and Dwayne Salmons had 3.6 yards per carry, but it felt like a lot more than that just because of how effectively they ran the ball early in that first half. It felt like every rush was going for 4 or 5 or 6 yards, and that ended up being the big difference maker in how the Revolution's offense is able to put everything together, I think. And after that return, the last stand of Mike Brown and the Riverhogs with 12 seconds left on the 41-yard line. Can they put any more points on the board? One more chance for pride, for honor, for the home crowd faithful that are still in their seats. Empty backfield with 5 wide. Brown back to pass. Looks to the short route, who gets absolutely hammered. Connor Weston not able to bring that one in whenever the hit is that omnipresent.
Yeah, a 5-yard pass is not going to get you to the end zone.
They've run that little all-ins route a couple of times on the last drive. I think that Louisiana definitely got used to seeing it. Empty backfield again. One tight end this time instead of just all wideouts. Weston on the right side of your screen. Throwing to left side, and that's picked off. And that will do it. Add an interception to Rollman Hood.
Yeah, this is a bad decision. I mean, Rollman Hood just had himself set up in the perfect spot to defend that ball.
With the receiver, step for step, Devin Lloyd could not get any space at all on that one. There was just no chance. And with one final kneel down from Tommy Utah, who's been outstanding tonight, 14 of 17, over 200 yards. He has led this Revolution's offense to a dominant 20-point victory. Revs 34, Riverhogs 14.
Impressive win by Louisiana. My player of the game is Tommy Utah. He just read his impressive stats.
Hard to give it to anyone else, especially when it is ultimately a passing league at times. Quarterback doing well, you're gonna have a good chance to win some football games, and it's hard to do much better than over 80% completions with 2 touchdowns. Outstanding effort on defense as well, holding Pittsburgh to only 2 offensive touchdowns all night, one of them being a flash strike from Connor Weston. All in all, it's just been a show for the Revolution. Thank you all for joining us. I have been your play-by-play Alex West. With me has been Rochelle Colston. In the stats booth for us, we've had Damon Sims and Bismarck Wright. Cameron Irvine in the broadcast booth. Thanks for coming all out tonight, and good night.